Hello.
We should do this again sometime.
Welcome back, D-List.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Greetings and citations.
Ein shite.
Doing Kill Bill, Volume 1, Quentin Tarantino, 2003.
Fourth
What a
movie
year.
of his.
A little gory. Woman lead.
I think this is the first one we did with a woman lead.
It's pretty good.
It's kind of sick.
So if those kind of movies are your thing, it's just a movie. Woman lead. Powerful woman.
I like women.
Okay. It's basically
Alright,
just
woman.
Uma Thurman playing an assassin who wakes up from a coma after 4 years. 4-year-long assassin. It's the Deadly Viper Squad was responsible for this. And she made a list of everyone in it and who she's going to exact her revenge on.
There you go right there.
Holy shit, you got the list on.
Oh, that's fire. I
You got
didn't
the
even
list
notice
on
that.
the stomach. That's tough.
True.
So, in this movie, in Volume 1, because they had to make it 2 because it ended up being too long, she, spoiler alert, kills Vernita Green
Rest in peace.
rather easily, I might add, in the beginning of the movie. Then we do a flashback, and most of the movie is just her trying to kill the now Yakuza crime leader, Oren Ishii.
What a woman. What a woman.
Ishii.
Or an Ishii.
I gave it 5 stars. I said Quentin Tarantino is definitely one of my favorite directors. I just love his unique perspective and how he directs and everything. And the different chapters help set the pace for it for sure. And it makes it easier to understand the flashbacks. Because in some movies they'll just randomly throw in flashbacks and you're kind of confused, or if it starts ahead or behind her and whatnot. But he makes it pretty easy to follow along. Said the soundtrack was elite, and some of the sound effects were a little goofy. Like the whatever it was showing her Ishii's bodyguards. It just, that part was a little goofy, but the other sound effects added were pretty good, pretty cool. And Uma Thurman was amazing. She did a very good.
Some Uma Thurman.
She did a very good job.
I think that's one thing I like about Tarantino so much is that he will just throw in uniquely stylistic sound effects like that. That's just don't really make sense, or it's like the thing in Pulp Fiction, the little square thing. So all this random shit that typically is what's the point of that? There is no point. This is my style, and my style is cool, and I like my style, and people are gonna like my style.
Yeah, I think that's what makes him different than Christopher Nolan, because I do think Christopher Nolan is probably one of the best directors ever. But he just I feel to an extent, obviously, but he's just straight by the book. Everything is perfect. He always has his own unique stuff in there too, but it's just everything is just so advanced and perfect, and where Quentin Tarantino is just randomness, but the randomness makes it really, really good and unique in its own sense.
Yeah, and he still does have his style too. That is within all of his movies, you kind of see is this unique violence to all of his movies, and the guys in Kill Bill are jumping extremely high and pretty much floating in the air, and the stylized violence, and I mean the dialogue is pretty sharp in all of his movies, and all of his movies are pretty gory, I'd say. So I think
one thing with the gory I didn't like is how the blood just spraying just looked a little too goofy. It was a little over the top.
I really like that a lot just because it is over the top.
It's just
I like
over the
it too.
top.
Yeah,
I just didn't like it because they just cut somebody's arm off and just go like it's a fucking cat who hasn't pissed in an hour or so, or in an hour.
that's Reggie.
24 hours, and they've been holding that Johnson in.
I saw the way they were able to do that is so ridiculous too. They said that they would fill up condoms with fake blood and then just burst the condom and then fucking sprays everywhere.
That's actually how they did it.
That's what it says. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's nuts. But yeah, I did give it a 5-star rating as well. Kill Bill was the first Tarantino movie I ever saw in my life, and I mean I was pretty young. I was definitely in high school, or probably maybe even before high school. And I think that with that saying a lot about his style. I think it's the first time I saw this movie that was like just like a little more unique than all the movies I was used to watching when I was a kid, and it was very intriguing. And then I saw the second one and same thing. I think it's like, I don't know, this is hard to say, but I think it's one of his cooler movies. Like the aesthetic, the character of the bride, and like this adventure mission she's going on to, quote unquote kill Bill, is so dope. And the way the story's told, and the like Japanese aesthetic of it is very cool. I think it's just a pretty phenomenal movie.
Very nice.
I really fuck with it.
Crazy. Surprise! I also gave it 5 stars. Who would have thought? I don't know, man. Movie fucks. There's so much about this movie that is just cool and it's fun to watch. And I mean, you guys touched on a lot of it. The over-the-top violence is just, it's a fun thing to watch. I don't know. I like watching stuff spray everywhere and just become a mess because that doesn't really happen in movies often. Something you guys didn't talk about, that whole like Oren Ishii's backstory. That entire anime scene was
definitely wanted to get to that.
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
It's not
dude.
what I was going to do in the opening.
Well, still, that was one of my favorite parts of the movie, and it is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All the characters are great. Fucking, you got Black Mamba, the bride. She just runs the whole thing. Oren Ishii is, I don't even got the words for it. What was that one dude's name? Buck? What do you say? My name's Buck, and I like to fuck. That guy.
I'm here to fuck.
Yeah.
That's my favorite quote of the movie. I use that one quite a bit.
It's just, I don't know. It's just such a ridiculous movie, but it's so good and so much fun. But
Yeah, it's dope, man. There's just so much good cinematography in it too. I mean, the color palette in the movie of the yellow and the red is very cool. My favorite, I guess, like aspect or shot is every time I watch the movie and I see her in the yellow jumpsuit and the yellow bike for the first time, I just think it looks so fucking dope. And I wish I was her, honestly. First time in my life, I wish I was a girl. Yo, don't, hey, chill.
interesting.
I wish I was the bride, bro. Truly.
You can be my bride.
Well,
The Pussy Wagon was a crazy car.
Pussy Wagon was great.
The Pussy Wagon's so funny.
Apparently on TV.
So that freaky ass nurse named Buck, a motherfucker is paying people or getting paid to let people fuck her body in a coma. That shit is insane.
He is insane. And then his car
Now
is
imagine
legit.
being a nurse and you're driving a fucking car called the Pussy Wagon.
And he's got
like,
the keychain too.
I would be so embarrassed if pulling up in that to go to my 9 to 5 or whatever you're doing. Like, you work a relatively normal job with relatively normal people around you, and you're driving a fucking Pussy Wagon
Imagine like pulling up to your friend's crib, or like worse, your like parents' crib
in the Pussy Wagon.
in the Pussy Wagon.
I thought it was kind of tough. It makes a statement.
I love it. I think it's so funny.
The
But
keychain was hard too.
It's insane.
They show you the keychain before they show you that on the back of the fucking car. It said Pussy
Lazar
Wagon.
Pussy Wagon.
I was wondering why she was driving that shit, but then you get the little backstory behind it, and I'm like, okay, that makes.
Apparently on TV they had to swap the back of the car to say Party Wagon instead of Pussy Wagon.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of had to,
Checks
bro.
out. Yeah, they didn't change the license plate though. That still said Pussy Wagon.
I don't think it spelled it out though.
No, that's like PSYWGN or something like that.
Right. I wonder how much it costs to you can get like custom license plates like by the DMV.
They won't
Like if
let
I
you
went
do
in there,
that.
they won't because it's a cuss word.
There's a lot of stuff like people will put like how they got denied or anything, and like they'll give a reasoning. It says like it's obviously trying to spell out Pussy Wagon or something like. That's what they would say. Because people would try saying typing some weird thing like boner garage or something, and then you give a reason and they're like, oh, it's my initials or it's my dad's name, or like just some weird shit that they're trying to get an excuse, and they're like, denied. It's obviously not that. You're trying to say boner garage or whatever. Like just something like that.
Boner garage.
I don't know. That was a weird example, and I don't think that
I'm gonna
was
use BCK FCK. You think they'll let that slide?
BC.
I'm Buck. I like to fuck.
Yeah, they'll
that
probably let
probably
that one
slide.
slide. They probably won't even know what you're trying to say with that.
Yeah.
It was Book Fook.
Book.
Oh, they might say no to that.
That would have been my name if I was in the Deadly Viper Assassin Squad.
Bukfuk.
Bafuki.
Bafuki. I love that. Like, another thing about Tarantino's just random style is, I loved that you don't see Bill's face the whole time, and I love that you don't hear her name either. Like, they beep out her name every time.
Yeah.
I think those are two. I don't even know why.
Yeah, it's
they
kind of
chose
an
to do
odd
it.
decision to not be able to know her name.
Because, spoiler alert, you do see both in the second movie. So in the first one, I wonder if that decision was made after they split it up.
It definitely was. Otherwise, they wouldn't have said it and bleeped it out, maybe.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck it, we'll just bleep it out.
And they actually show her name on the passports.
Yeah.
Which I never noticed until I
What was it?
read up on the movie.
Beatrix or something, right?
Is it?
Beatrix Kiddo or Kid.
Beatrix is an abomination. That's crazy.
After you know the name and you hear them beep it out, you can kind of tell it's what they're saying.
I saw it on Google.
Yeah.
Shout out Google.
I mean, I started watching Volume 2 like last night or whatever. I didn't finish it, but they show Bill like literally at the very beginning of it. The first scene, they show his face.
What's he look like?
What's his name? I don't remember the actor's name, but
Bill?
he does look like Bill. When I envision Bill, I'm like, oh, there he is.
That's Bill.
That is Bill.
I got an Uncle Bill.
Really?
He's bald as fuck.
Well, this Bill isn't bald.
Shout out Bill.
Shout out Bill, man. Shout out Bill.
He good at poker.
Is he?
He'd be playing the pokers with NEA and my mom when my mom was up there.
Shout out Bill.
Did you meet? Were you at my house for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah, you met Uncle Bill. Oh no, Uncle Bill didn't go.
Yeah, I met.
He's more of a mystery, just like Bill in this movie.
He was orchestrating crime.
Yeah, that's why Uncle Bill stayed.
That's what Bills do.
Bill buddy.
All right, so a little different. I have a little different idea. Instead of asking, I mean, we could do this too, but instead of asking what y'all's favorite scene is, I want to ask, what was your favorite chapter out of the 5 chapters? So I'm going to read off the chapters.
But
The
Mike
first
already
chapter,
said my favorite scene.
The first chapter is number 2, Pasadena, which is where, he pulls up on Shorty in Pasadena and kills her in her fucking kitchen.
Yeah, he does.
Second chapter, The Blood Spattered Bride, which is the scene in the hospital, all of that, and then she gets to the car, and that transitions to the third chapter, which is the origin of Oren, which is all of the anime sequence, and the fourth chapter, right after, The Man from Okinawa, which is
Hattori
Hanzo, the goat.
I do like that one a lot. Too.
Pulls up on Hattori Hanzo and gets the sword and gets ready for the 5th chapter, the showdown at House of Blue Leaves, which is, I think, is probably my favorite, is the 5th chapter. I don't know though. Like I think that's my favorite because I think it's like the most iconic of all of them. I think
So much action.
the action is great.
So much condom splatter.
So much condom splatter.
condoms.
I think it really like kind of gives you the full glimpse of who the bride is and like what she's capable of.
And in the first one, she mentioned how she already killed Oren Ishii, and she mentioned to what was the first girl's name?
I don't remember.
Vernita. She mentioned that it was easy. And then they show you fucking an hour long of her killing like
90 people.
100 people, like 1v88.
Yeah, and I always just loved. It's just so random. Like she opens the door to the back of the place, and it's just like winter garden. Like it's like
It
it's the
transforms
last.
into somebody's house, and it's their backyard.
It's the last thing you expect to see. It's this little like garden with snow, and
It felt straight out of like I don't. Neither of you probably played it. It felt like a final boss in a video game. Specifically, I'm talking Sekiro. That shit is like you go through all this stuff, and then you just walk in to this area, and then in Sekiro, it's like this big ass field, and bro's just waiting for you there, and that's kind of what it.
Yeah, she was just posted up in the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that scene too, or that chapter was pretty good. I think my favorite was definitely the third one, but the fourth one I also really enjoyed. I put my favorite scene because I didn't know if we were gonna do chapters or scenes, but it's chapter 3 was the whole Oren Ishii flashback, how it was all animated. I thought that was an interesting decision to just decide to just make that whole chapter animated, and I wasn't expecting it. And the animation style was really cool. I thought it was pretty different, and yeah, that was my favorite. Chapter 3. I just like seeing the backstory, and then like you fully understand why this person is so cold, and how they're trained killers because they watched their parents die at 9, and then she got revenge at 11, and then just can only imagine what happened between that and where they are now. And I liked Uma's narration over the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm torn between 3 and 5 because I mean it's probably 3. I'll touch on 5 real quick. 5 has my favorite shot in the entire movie.
It's my favorite shot too.
It's
so cool.
There's
I hope we're talking about the same one.
I don't know, the one I'm thinking of, it must have been hard as fuck and annoying to get, but there's a shot where it is I forget what was the bald dude's name. Do you guys remember?
The bald dude?
The bald dude in the Crazy 88?
Oh.
The leader of the crazy.
Okay, well, either way, she does some shit and flips him off of the rail. I think she cuts off his leg or something and flips him off of the rail, and then he ends up in the pool of bloody water. And they shoot it between her legs. And, like, her legs are just out of focus, but you could tell her legs are there, and then it's just him, like, landing in the water and the red splurting up and everything. And that must have been so fucking annoying to try and do.
That's an insane shot, yeah. But that's not what I was thinking of. I thought you were talking about one shot, and then I thought of another one. The, like, long tracking shot of when she, like, walks all the way to the bathroom, and then they show, like, what's the girl that was spinning the thing? Or no, not her, the American girl that was, like, the bodyguard.
Oh, was her name Sophie?
They literally track the bride going all the way to the bathroom hiding, and then they find her and then follow her around the whole thing. It's like one long shot.
Oh, it is really cool.
But then I was thinking of the one like after she kills everyone, they have her like under the camera's like under the glass, and the sword is like sitting down, and it's like her like silhouette on top. For like essentially like standing over all these people.
Actually, I'm changing my answer. It's chapter 5 over chapter 3, just because of the amount of like.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff like that they had going on. And then the
I mean, sorry to cut you off, but they said that like the 5th chapter took as long to shoot as it took the entire movie of Pulp Fiction to shoot.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
8 weeks.
When that scene in the 5th chapter when she was fighting the schoolgirl, I forgot her name.
Go.
And
She's
I
dope.
put a motherfucker brought a sword to a meteor hammer fight. I looked it up what the fuck that weapon was called. It's called a meteor hammer.
That thing is crazy. The thing is kind of intimidating.
Yeah, imagine just holding a fucking sword and that bitch swinging a big ass metal ball
Dude, that
at
thing
you.
was breaking through fucking everything too.
Yeah.
Launcher has 20 feet across the room at one point.
And then I don't know if you guys caught it. You probably did, but in that 1v88, she plucked a motherfucker's eyeball right out the fucking socket. I was like, what the hell?
So that's part of why I just decided that 5 over 3. Because, I mean, they didn't even want to do it. Tarantino wanted the entire thing in color, but they were saying it would be NC-17 if he left all of that, like, blood and shit splurting everywhere in color, so he swapped to black and white. But the second dude's eye gets plucked out, it swaps from color to black and white. Then they have that entire fight sequence going through the building and everything. Gets upstairs, she blinks, and then it goes back to color.
I love that
shit
part.
was so cool.
Yeah, it was. I love the silhouette shot of like the black and blue part where she's
it's only
fighting
right
all the
after the
dudes.
color too. It gets you back to the normal color, and then right after that, it's just black and blue.
I saw that they decided to I got you. You are a detriment to this podcast.
What is them?
Here.
I don't get why
need
you.
more?
Wait,
You need more?
yeah, probably.
No, it'll be good.
Get more. Why do you always have to hold it?
No.
You know, wipe the table too.
Some, like, condensation or dropping shit too. Anywho.
But what's this? Oh, this.
You gonna lick the beer off my feet?
I could.
They did the silhouette shot like that because they had to have Uma Thurman's like stunt double do that because the moves were too difficult, and they didn't want it to be obvious that it wasn't Uma Thurman, so they like decided to make it like that. I forget her name. What's her name?
I don't know. I wonder how much different she looks too, because I've never seen a picture of this stunt double.
She's like kind of famous, and she's in another Tarantino movie as like a main character. She's in Death Proof.
I haven't seen Death Proof.
It's very underrated. I think it's Tarantino's most underrated movie, but I could see why a lot of people don't like it. Bill.
He did Jackie Brown too, right?
No,
Yeah. Yeah, he did Jackie Brown.
I haven't seen that yet either.
It's my least favorite Tarantino movie. But I mean, it's still fine. It's not bad at all. A lot of people like it. I can't find it. This shit ain't working. But yeah, I really love the origin of Oren part. I think I told Yanni earlier, like it genuinely made me want to watch anime.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
I was gonna ask you about that.
I saw somebody review it and then put like something about anime being in it. I was like, I don't know.
It's so cool.
Or like only Quentin Tarantino would throw a fucking
just-
anime chapter in there.
It's so out of place too.
Yeah, and
Apparently
you
they
don't
made
really-
it to save money.
Really?
Yeah,
That saved money.
Yeah,
It's
because like they had all of that in the script, like the same story and everything. All those kill scenes and all those sets that they used in that anime part, like having to build all those sets and like, you know, all the funds going towards that would have been way more expensive than if they just did it animated.
Did you start Attack on Titan yet?
No. I need to. Apparently it's not on Netflix anymore.
It should be on Hulu.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was on Netflix.
It should be on Hulu.
So Disney Plus?
Probably.
No, actually, everything on Hulu is on Disney Plus.
I don't know.
Like that's why Kill Bill is on
It
Disney
might be.
Plus.
I watched it on Peacock.
You watch Kill Bill on Peacock?
Poop Cock?
That's where I watched it too. When I say Poopcock,
I mean, I think there's actually an argument for all 5 of the chapters to be like the best one.
I don't know about the first one.
I would say 2 is
Even
my
the-
least favorite.
Yeah, even the second one, I don't know.
The second one, the second one's good, dude, with the whistle and she's like,
Yeah, Chill Bill used to be that song back in the day. Do
What
you
was
also
that
hate that song
song?
too?
Kill Bill was the shit.
Because you hate Jordan Belfort's
no, that song's
Jordan
legit.
Belfort.
Dude, walk around school with Pandora open and Chill Bill comes on. Ooh, come on.
But the thing is, that song was made because of Kill Bill.
I know.
Like the Jordan Belfort song was made like not
Jordan
because of,
Belfort?
not because of Wolf of Wall Street, not because of the movie.
But he be making dirty money. Jordan
That
Belfort.
song sucks, dude.
When that song came out after
You know what's
Wolf
funny?
of Wall Street, right?
I have no idea.
I probably did.
Probably.
That motherfucker
I don't think
probably
it did.
That motherfucker did not know who the fuck Jordan Belfort was.
You're probably right. Anyways, whatever. That song sucks.
Chill Bill fucks though.
I think the 4 chapters very cool too.
The Hattori Hanzo one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in between 3 and 4, and I liked it because here I've got it right here.
You signed it, beer.
Yeah.
I like how like it seems like all chill because you don't really like realize who this guy is, and she's just in a restaurant acting like a tourist, and then I like how it switches when she asks for Hattori Hanzo, and then he
they
just
start
starts
talking
only
Japanese.
speaking in Japanese,
Yeah.
and then she starts talking Japanese back, and then I like how the T guy.
I love that
How
guy.
he was the fucking side guy, and then when he's presenting her the sword, he's just in the background, just sitting right there because he knew the whole time too. But he's so loyal that he's like, okay, well, if you're retiring because you created a monster, I'll retire with you. And loyalty. He said, if I was, or if we were in the military, I'd be a general by now. You've been doing fish. I've been pouring fucking drinks for 30 years. I'd be a general right now. He said, I'd be an emperor. Yeah, I just like the whole back and forth between. And then I liked how he threw a baseball at her and she sliced it in half.
That was sick.
He was testing her.
Also, that was real,
Yeah.
which is
that earlier.
nuts. I mean, obviously, I don't think Uma Thurman cut it in half.
It makes me want to get another sword. Well, I should have brought my sword out.
Fucking
You should have. That would have been kind of
It's
sick.
upstairs.
oh,
It's a sword from an anime.
it's pretty
So it
tough.
doesn't look like a normal sword. It just looks like a
It's got it's like a little saw.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Hattori Hanzo swords are pretty sick with the logo.
My brother's got one tatted on his arm.
Which
Well, I think it's like her sword from the movie. He's got right there, which kind of doesn't work all that well because of where it is. So he turns his arm and it kind of like shifts weird, but he's got it.
that is sick.
Anywho, my bad. You were saying?
I don't think I was saying anything, was I?
You were saying?
Oh yeah.
Anywho. Beep, beep, beep. Are we going to address the elephant in the room?
What's up?
What is it?
Would you guys suck a penis for $1 million?
I'm sucking.
Anywho,
What
glad we addressed the elephant in the room.
I mean, I feel like this is an easy. I don't. Maybe not. But who's y'all's favorite character in the movie?
I feel like we all have the same one.
I mean, I don't think so. Who's
Okay.
yours?
Or Anishi.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay. Word.
She's not my favorite
I
character
mean, mine's
either.
100% the bride.
Damn.
Mine
Okay.
is-
It's
mine
not
is
even
zero.
close, dude.
Never mind.
Literally,
Then.
Kobe Bryant is Kobe Bryant because of her.
Break it down for me.
Kobe Bryant got the nickname the Black Mamba from this movie.
Is that a fact?
That is actually a fact.
Not fiction.
And did you see the logo on the sword?
I saw the logo on the sword.
It's like Kobe's logo. Kobe was also quoted saying like, so, all
mean,
right,
he
we're going to
ripped
get
off.
into this now.
Movie came out in 2003.
Yeah, and he didn't adopt the nickname until like 04. Bro, I promise you it's true. So, Kobe Bryant in 2003, you know, he was accused of rape by this girl, and he didn't. He, you know, was found innocent. He got away from it, but his like image was insanely tarnished, and I guess he was looking for a way to like separate who he was off the court and on the court, and he watched Kill Bill, loved the character the bride, and then nicknamed it Black Mamba. And he's like, I'm gonna nickname myself the Black Mamba, and like call myself that, like, and like I'm going to be that when I'm playing basketball. And from that, he became the Black Mamba.
and then he ripped off Hattori Hanzo.
And then yeah, have you seen? You know what logo I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like the same exact logo.
It does kind of look like.
Yeah, no, like he actually like took the nickname from this movie. Like it's actually a fact, and he's actually been quoted saying that too.
Word.
Yeah, I think I've wrote a segment on it. No, I mean, I just said everything. Fucking.
I think you wrote a segment.
Oh, hold on here. Let me look at my notes here.
I thought that's what you were gonna say when you said let's address the elephant in the room. I actually did.
Oh no, I was just yapping.
I know Kobe.
I saw a
Bryant-
clip of somebody saying that, and I'm like, I think it'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, like
Wasn't that
that's
funny?
part of the reason I liked. I've always liked this movie so much is
Wasn't that
because of the fact that
It flopped.
Kobe Bryant like became the Black Mamba.
No, he's
because of
called the
this
Bean.
character.
He's called the Bean. He's not the Black
Kobe
Mamba.
Bean Bryant. It's in the name.
The Bean.
It's in the name.
Oh, that's why he had to switch it.
Were you talking about that
Yes.
podcast
Yep.
where he's like $1 million? I'm sucking it.
No,
oh,
no,
I didn't
no,
even
no.
get into it.
That's
yet.
what I
I'm
was-
sucking it.
No,
That's what I thought you were getting at.
I saw a clip of Aiden Ross just being like, "Oh, let's address the elephant in the room," and then he said something similar to that. And they're like, "Why is that the elephant in the room?"
But yeah, my favorite character is definitely the bride. I mean,
Yeah, me too.
she's so fucking sick, dude.
Damn.
It's also I hate picking like the main character for my favorite character because it's so easy to just like the main character in most movies just because that's what the movie is about is the main character
Yeah.
Right.
most of the time. So it's like kind of a cop out is how I feel whenever I pick the main character and stuff. But at the same time, like they make them so likable. It's hard not to like the main character.
I
as your
definitely think
favorite
there's a
character.
lot of movies where you could pick other characters. Like I think Orenishi is not a bad pick.
Yeah.
Like her character's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, she's dope. Her backstory is insane. The way she goes about things is insane. Her dialogue is good. Fucking the way she acts is cool.
And even like Hattori Hanzo is a great pick, I think.
Yeah.
You know, he gives the narration. He gives narration in the movie like an hour before he's ever even shown.
I feel like you could pick anyone as your favorite character from the movie except for the first lady that dies, whose name I
Yeah.
forgot again. But
She's
Bernita.
I think you could pick.
Bernita Green.
There you go. I think you could pick her
Copperhead.
kid over her. To be honest with you,
No, you can't.
I thought she was the worst character in the movie.
I mean, I think she's like the worst speaking role in the movie, probably. Not the fucking little kid that just stands there.
I don't know.
the kids are.
She has a cool setup for the future.
But yeah, I think. I mean,
We didn't mention this yet, but I thought the opening song as they rolled the opening credits was pretty cool.
It's so good.
Pretty elite.
You know who sings that song?
Elite.
You know who sings it? Nancy Sinatra,
Oh,
Frank Sinatra's daughter.
oh.
You shot me down, bang. We actually used that song for a Stuntman post like a month ago, or two.
We're gonna have to bleep that out. Stuntman's not paying me anything.
You Rocky, that shit drip down. Put the hat on real quick, my boy.
Notice I don't got it on. There's something weird with mine. There's something weird with
Okay.
mine. I ran it through the washer and that was weird.
The hoodie?
Yeah.
I told you. You didn't get my email, bro?
It's
And
double
no,
weird.
and he mentioned it before too.
It's double weird.
Wait, what is weird,
I
though?
don't know. It's like constant wrinkle.
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind.
No, I want to know.
It's just like
You're
always
talking about my
wrinkled.
product.
I think that's a you thing.
It might be a me thing.
Do you hang it up?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be wrinkled if you hang it up immediately after the
Anywho.
after the dryer, or did you just let it sit in the dryer?
No, I don't let it sit in the dryer. I always grab my stuff. I'll be a day later, but I grab my stuff.
Well, that's why. Anywho, I was not a fan of the close up on Uma Thurman's feet.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a comment I wanted to make. Tarantino loves her feet.
Tarantino's a freak. That's why.
Well, first of all, she got weird looking feet. First of all, I'm not a foot fetish guy. I don't like feet, but her feet are definitely ugly as hell.
They were showing her feet. Dude, her
Her
feet
feet
have
look
been
like
featured
her
a
feet
lot.
look like a damn lizard.
They're up there with Brie Larson's feet. And I, as a man who hates feet, I know a bad foot from a good foot. And Uma Thurman and Brie Larson both.
This guy claims to be a foot hater, but we saw what you liked on Instagram.
What did I like?
Me
on
and Kane
Instagram?
were doom scrolling. It was just some close up of feet going like this. You know what I'm talking about too. He knows exactly what I'm talking about too.
Because it was funny.
I'm not gonna lie though, saying I know a good feet from a bad foot
I know a good
sounds like
foot.
a dude that likes feet.
I know
He's
a
foot
good
guy
foot.
secretly.
Yeah.
I know a good foot from a bad foot. And I can tell you, I got good feet.
No, the hell you
I got
do
good
not,
feet.
bruh.
You said I'm over there. That sells.
Oh hell no.
Brie Larson, Uma Thurman, bad feet. Anyone who doesn't know,
I would think that a person that doesn't like feet doesn't know what a good feet is, or has an opinion, or thinks any foot is a good foot.
I
Well,
personally
I think
I got good.
That's a good point. Any foot is a good foot because if you don't like feet, what dictates a good foot? If
Yeah,
you
how
don't
are you
like
gonna say,
feet?
"Oh, that's a good foot," but
My
I don't
foot-
fuck with feet?
I don't like feet and all, but damn, that's a foot right there.
My foot is a good foot, and everyone else's foot is a bad foot.
What about mine?
Do me a favor. Go to Brie Larson's Instagram. Scroll about halfway down. There's a picture of her at the gym with her dogs out. She's got the longest, most disgusting feet I've ever seen in my life. See, that
Thanks.
shit's vile. You got like a lap on top of the toenail. It's weird.
It's just my skin, man.
Bro, I saw a guy who ran for 250 miles, and his feet were cooked.
Yeah,
You saw-
I
so-
fucking bet.
Dog,
Bro.
he had bunions.
Because of my flat feet, the basketball shoes fit weird, and Mike saw
sucks.
Mike saw it especially when I was playing basketball a lot. My front toe would just get jammed into the fucking thing, and I would have like a bruise on it. But there was one time where it was just so bad, and I literally peeled my toenail off, and it was just straight blood and fucked up. I sent Mike a video of it. We were sitting in Discord. I'm like, dude, I just peeled my fucking toenail off, and I sent him a video. It looked so gross, and it hurt.
Ew,
It
dude.
hurt pretty bad. It
I
was this one right
playing
here.
fucking MLB The Show, and then the follow up, we were playing co-op on MLB The Show, and I hit a perfect home run with Bryce Harper. This motherfucker had his feet kicked up on his desk with that fucked up toenail, and he records. He goes, "Puff it, boys."
Bro, I'm not
hop
watching
home run.
that shit, bro.
That shit was.
Don't worry,
gross.
I'll find it for
He's
you.
going through his Snapchat memory.
Let's talk about the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, keep talking, keep
Let's
talking.
talk about the movie, bro.
Hit me with something from the movie.
Uma Thurman's feet are gross.
They are
I
gross.
can't believe y'all didn't know the Kobe thing.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that. I really didn't. What the fuck is wrong with my feet?
I don't like any feet. I'm not Mike. I genuinely don't like any feet, bro.
Not like Mike. I don't like feet, bro.
They not like Mike.
I know.
I'm trying to be like Mike.
Whatever. All right. Well, so you asked, was it last week? I think you asked about like if you can take anything home from Baby Driver. What
Yeah.
would it be? I think I want to ask that question
Sword.
again about this movie.
Okay.
If you could take home just one item from
That-
this movie, what would it be?
The pussy wagon.
Dude, I maybe might agree.
I would take
Pussy
the
wagon is sick.
I would take the sword.
The Hattori Hanzo sword is sick.
Or Oren Ishii's dome piece.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, dude.
Wow.
She didn't even cut off her head. She just cut off the scalp. I saw it falling. I'm like, is that just her fucking top of the head? And then they show her brain. I'm like,
You know
What the hell?
Did you see the reasoning for it?
Yeah.
So they wanted Tarantino
Fuck,
wanted
man.
to just cut her head clean off, but then he realized if you cut the head clean off, she can't fully realize that it was a Hattori Hanzo sword.
Right.
So he's like, "Fuck it, we'll just cut off the top of her head. She can still talk a little bit, say, oh, that was a Hattori Hanzo." And
It's
then
honestly,
she dies.
I love that. I think that's so incredible.
I
Such
like
a
it a
great
lot.
decision.
This guy didn't like
I
it.
didn't like it.
Nah,
This guy hated
Oh,
it.
yeah, what the Hattori Hanzo?
I thought it was sick, but it shows the importance of the sword. And like,
You
there's,
couldn't tell it was when she was slicing everybody else's swords in
shit-
half?
That shit a
but
clean
they're
swipe,
not.
though.
They're not her.
And she had to stamp.
And she was talking shit before, too, so she had it coming. One thing I was disappointed with in that scene, she fell to her right, not forward. I didn't like that. She fell to her knees and then flopped to her right. I thought she flopped forward. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter, but I saw that. I'm like, why?
Fair enough.
This guy's still looking for the foot
It
picture.
reset. It reset.
I feel like there's something else for the movie that I would like that I'm forgetting.
So you got the pussy wagon. You could have
Uma Thurman's feet.
You could Uma Thurman's feet. The little part of Buck's lip that she bit off.
That wasn't
wasn't
that
Buck.
wasn't him. That was the other guy.
Oh, that was the other guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the fucking rapist.
You could have Buck's Achilles.
She could fuck that Achilles.
Yeah,
off,
she
dude.
did. You could have the knife that pierced the one lady whose name I forgot again, or the cereal box that she shot through.
I mean, I'm definitely taking the
Box
sword.
Is cool. The sword is unbelievable.
You could have
Maybe
One girl's mace.
honestly, I might take the whole
the whole set.
all
They get everything.
everything.
Uma Thurman's big toe.
No, I might take the yellow bike and the yellow tracksuit.
Yellow bike and yellow tracksuit.
Yeah, that's
Sick.
The yellow tracksuit.
Oh, you can
and
only
the
take
helmet.
one. You can only take one item. This guy just listed 3.
True.
Okay, the tracksuit.
I'm taking Sophie.
Not even the helmet.
Well, that's included. It's part of her outfit.
Are people allowed to be taken?
Yes.
No,
I'm taking Sophie.
you can't take a Sophie.
Who's Sophie?
The one that got her arm cut off. Right?
Yeah.
You can't. No,
And then Bill was
remember
like-
the question.
I'm taking Uma Thurman.
The question from last week was saying if you because somebody took the car, right? Or
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, the main character did.
Yeah, Ansel Elgort, the guy who
Or
played
somebody
Baby.
took an iPod, right? The thing was if you could take anything from the set, as if like you worked on the set and they're letting people take stuff from the set, and you got first dibs essentially.
No, I'm taking the pussy wagon. 100%.
Pussy Wagon's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Tarantino owns the Pussy Wagon.
Does he?
Yeah.
Legend. That's 2 movies
And
now.
he's let's see. He ran it out to a bunch of people. So he used it.
This guy's got a
So
monopoly
he used
over
it to
it.
promote. He used it to promote Kill Bill Volume 2.
Right.
He gave it to Missy Elliott for one of her music videos,
course.
and it also appeared in a Lady Gaga video and a Beyonce video.
That's 2 cars in 2 movies now. The car in Pulp Fiction where dude got popped in the back seat. That was
That's
Tarantino's car, and the pussy wagon is Tarantino's car. That's 2.
Well, I don't know if I think Tarantino bought the Pussy Wagon for the movie, and then he's like, I'm taking this.
Yeah. What
like,
was it a Crown Vic in Pulp Fiction?
I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. But that was his personal like.
I think
Yeah.
I think it was the other way around for Pulp Fiction.
Just watching Michael pitch in MLB The Show 23
Insanity.
playing squads.
I don't love that video.
He's got some of that video. I'm putting it in the fucking video. He's just got his feet kicked up, watching me.
Yeah, you gotta send that to Mike.
Insane.
March 2023.
Insanity.
I think. Let's see what else we got here. I think we talked about.
You want to do Oscars before fun facts?
Yeah, we can do Oscars real quick. They didn't get nominated for shit. They just didn't exist at the Oscars.
Well, what
It
else?
happened.
What was like the best picture in 2003?
That I
It
know.
was
Best
Lord
woman
of the
actor.
Rings, I think.
I mean, that checks out.
But I wonder what the other lineup was like.
It was pretty good from what I remember, but I didn't write anything down.
Yeah, let
so
me find
it
it.
fucking
Because I straight up
sucked.
saw they didn't get nominated. I'm like,
Who won best female
Moving along.
actress or best actor? I don't know.
It was somewhat, dude. I remember looking and all the winners were kind of good.
Wait, 2003 was sick.
Yeah, it was.
So
Well, it's 2004.
oh, it was 2004. Well, either
It
way,
was 2004
2003.
Oscars.
2003 best animated feature was Spirited Away.
Well, that doesn't affect this. So
Well, no, it doesn't. But that movie's sick.
That is sick. You want to do it next week?
No.
So, actress in a leading role was Charlize Theron in Monster. Never fucking heard of it. No, wait, is this the wrong year?
I think so. Actors in a leading role was Sean
No,
Penn from
this
Mystic
is
River.
this is the right year. So, directing Lord of the Rings: Return of the King won, which not gonna argue that.
yeah.
Costume design, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. I think Return of the King won everything. Honestly,
Movie flux.
yeah.
Oh, Nemo was.
Except for the
this year.
acting. Actor in a leading role, Sean Penn, Mystic River. Apparently, he was really good in that movie, but I've never seen it.
Neither have I.
Film editing, Return of the King. Makeup, Return of the King. Original score, Return of the King. Music, original, Return of the King. Best Picture, Return of the King.
imagine making a good ass movie in 2003 and then getting fucked by Lord of the Rings in 2000.
I won't lie.
I think this
no,
is the
we're
most
shut.
one.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these
movie.
other ones, and they're not really like the only other super notable one for me is City of God.
Dude, it literally won everything. I mean, there's Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, City of God, Mystic
that's
River,
not winning.
Lost in Translation. Bro, there's some Finding Nemo. There's some good movies in this year.
Fucking Seabiscuit,
I don't know what that is.
the movie about the horse.
But I definitely think that Uma Thurman should have got
You ever
nominated.
seen
Probably.
Racing Stripes?
Oh, I have.
It's a good movie.
It's a zebra, right? Yeah. Had it on DVD actually.
I did too.
Is that just a movie everyone has on DVD? Just fucking
I don't know.
What is it?
It made
Racing Stripes.
No,
that
movie
movie
about
had
the
me
zebra that was fourth
zebra
person?
as my favorite animal when I was a kid. I had a little zebra stuffed animal.
Or Dr. Doolittle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really know what this movie should have got nominated for. I mean, I think Uma Thurman could have got nominated for Best Actress.
Editing would have been cool.
I think editing would have been cool. I think it could have been nominated for Best Picture, maybe. What got nominated? It was Lord of the Rings, Lost in Translation, Mystic River, Seabiscuit. Don't know what that
Lost
is.
Translation, good horse racing movie.
Yeah, it is good. I think it could have got nominated. I mean, but I don't know. I haven't seen all those.
Is what it is.
I don't have any fun facts written down.
I've got a couple.
I know you
You
said
got any
a couple
favorite
already,
quotes
too.
you like? Did we talk about that?
No, I didn't write really any quotes down.
Yeah, I mean, I loved like the part where Oren's up on the fucking balcony or whatever, and the bride's standing down there, and Oren goes, "You didn't think that was gonna be this? You thought that was gonna be easy, did you?" And she was like, "I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought it was gonna be easy." And then she goes, "Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids."
I didn't like that.
I love that shit.
To be honest,
dude.
that is the one part of the movie that I don't like at all.
Why? Why not?
It feels corny.
But it's so paralleled to Tarantino style.
Yeah, but
It is. It's perfect. Like, it's so stupid that it's so good, in my opinion. I thought it was great.
fair.
And tricks are for kids. What's her fucking name? Beatrix? She's literally saying, like, Beatrix, you're
I
fucking
guess, but
silly.
if you're watching the movie and you don't know her name is Beatrix, that quote made like.
And then
there's
you
no
watch,
correlation to
the
that.
second movie, and you're like,
But
ah.
you're not thinking, oh, tricked up a kid.
No, she said it.
Her name is Trix and she killed a kid.
Even if you're not, I think the first thing I said is valid.
She did kill the fuck out of a kid.
Her kid technically.
Well, that. and
That's why
then
she's mad. That's why she extracted her revenge.
What was her name? Bobo or some shit? The 17-year-old with the mace.
Her name is
Go-Go.
Go-Go.
Go, I was close. It killed the fuck out of her. That was a kid.
That's not why she said tricks are for kids.
I mean, I love the... I mean,
Let me put
was
my
that what
foot
she
down.
was
Sorry,
eating? I
y'all.
don't know if that's what she was eating.
Huh?
Was that the cereal that was in the box?
No.
Some fucking off-brand
Yeah,
captain.
it was some off-brand thing that I kind of thought they tried making some type of correlation to her shooting a gun through it, but I don't think it was. My favorite one.
Do you think she shot her because she knew that she wouldn't have a chance if it was a fucking knife fight?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
Probably just like gotta
I mean,
get it
she
done.
literally tried to pull a fast one when she wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Like, she definitely was scared.
Little coward.
They know about the bride, bro. She's a black mamba. She's Kobe.
Black mama.
Nobody
My-
fucking with Kobe.
My favorite one, Oren Ishii, the last fight, she hit her with "You won't last 5 minutes." That fight between the two of them lasted 4 minutes and 59 seconds. And I don't know, it was 4 minutes 59 seconds on top of Oren Ishii's head gets cut off. I thought that was pretty cool.
It is cool. What do you think would happen if it went another second? Would
Raps.
it be raps?
Uma Thurman's dead.
No part two.
Game over. No.
No volume two.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Sword through the neck. Game over.
Yeah. I don't know. What do I have here? I feel like we said all this stuff. Wow. They spent $60,000 of the budget on swords and sword accessories.
It's a pretty cool thing to
That's
spend
so much money.
$60,000 on, though.
$60,000.
fuck
So that
yeah.
means the swords are legit as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't using bullshit
I mean,
swords.
they said they did actually cut a baseball with it, so.
I mean, how many swords do they have? Were all the guys in the fucking crazy 88, do they all have swords?
Yeah.
I think most of them, yeah. And
I said there'd be some crazy friendly fire if it's 1v88 and they all have fucking swords. I wonder how many of them just accidentally killed each other.
Probably.
He's just letting her have it.
coward.
The original draft for the script was 220 pages long.
That's crazy.
That's fucking very long.
It's very long.
What do they say in screenwriting?
A page
It's
is
like
a minute.
page a minute.
Pages a minute.
Jeez, that's a long one.
Yeah.
You should go sprint at her so she runs away from his food.
Yeah,
I got him.
There's
You
some
might scare
cat
me, too.
thievery going on in the background here. Yeah. Reggie, go eat, bro.
Yeah.
Go eat. That fat trifling bitch can't
Hey,
stop you.
don't talk about my baby like that. Don't talk about my baby like that.
food in there, bro.
There's not?
I don't know how much is a regular amount.
Well, he feeds him fucking 20 times a day, so he doesn't.
Nah,
annoy him,
it's-
so.
legit took some of the food.
It goes
I
off
mean, she
5
definitely
times.
did.
It goes off 5 times a day for a serving each time.
True.
Just like he doesn't destroy the shit in the house.
Look at that motherfucker. He looked like a little
He
gremlin over there.
Hunchback of Notre Dame over there. It's fucking crazy.
So Tarantino literally only had Uma Thurman in mind to play the bride and never thought or asked anybody else.
Well, wasn't it Uma Thurman's idea?
That's probably, it's probably a decent bit of it. It was like kind of created
Fun fact from our Pulp Fiction episode.
created the character together.
Full
Zoe
fiction.
Bell is the stunt double. And Zoe Bell is like one of the main characters in Death Proof. And funny enough, in the movie, she is a stunt actress.
Does she look a lot like Uma Thurman?
I mean,
Who's to say?
Who's to
not
say?
in the face, but she's like a tall, lanky blonde like Uma Thurman.
Fair. Yeah, no, she doesn't look like Uma Thurman at all.
No,
Yeah, not in the face. That's why they did the little silhouette scene.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Let's see. So the shot where the bride's like standing over all the crazy 88 people that are like fucked up and they're all like screaming and she's like, oh, like one of the guys was Tarantino.
Really?
He like put a mask on and like was out there like fucking
It's kind of sick.
I like that
love
he
that
likes to
dude.
put himself in his movies.
I think he's in almost all of his
That motherfucker
movies.
is not in Hateful Eight.
Dude, he's in one of the narrations, isn't he? He
Hateful
does.
Eight?
Yeah.
He might be.
He doesn't. His face didn't show, but I feel like when we talked about that movie, I think he does a narration bit in that movie. In like the middle of the movie, I think he's in it.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. He's in.
Yeah,
Reservoir
he does
Dogs.
provide narration.
He's in Reservoir Dogs. He's in Pulp Fiction.
I'm pretty sure he's in everything.
I don't know if he's in Jackie Brown. I can't remember. I don't think he's in Death Proof.
And Kill Bill.
He's in Kill Bill.
Is he in Volume 2?
I don't remember. But I think we can count that together because it was supposed to be one movie. But what's after that? I don't know if he's
Each
in.
movie Tarantino has directed, from Pulp Fiction to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, features a Tarantino cameo.
Where was he in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I don't remember. I've only seen that movie once.
So have I.
He's in Glorious
That's a good movie.
Bastards, and actually, is he? I can't remember. But anyways,
Yeah, he is.
we'll find out because we're gonna do all of them probably.
Probably.
So we'll find out here sooner or later. Did y'all notice when the bride takes like the plank with the nails and hits go over the head with it, and she falls over? They do the sound of the bowling pins falling over.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. Y'all want to guess the death total in the movie?
Oh,
137.
I was going to go hundreds, but I feel like it's higher. I'm going to go, actually,
Just say a number,
we'll
bro.
go 98.
95.
Oh,
Yeah. Still a lot.
yeah.
95 deaths is fucking crazy. And I think all of them but one were at the hands of the bride. Right?
No, they killed 9 people in the wedding.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. So those, I was thinking of Oren, her death.
And then Ren,
Oh, and the other girl, the other chick.
and she also killed a shit ton.
Oh,
In
Oren
the
killed.
backstory.
Right. Yeah. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you are. I mean, Uma Thurman definitely killed fucking at least 90.
She was
crazy.
killing them.
92. Are you sure it's 95?
So it said.
Her ass was,
Because, no, she killed 92 because she killed the 88.
well, she didn't kill all of them, though.
Yeah, they weren't all dead.
Well,
remember she said, like, you guys gotta get the
it probably
fuck
is
out.
95. Yeah,
She was, her ass was
never mind,
breakdancing
never
down
mind.
there at one point. That shit was crazy. She was on her back spinning around like a fucking turtle swiping off legs. She was nuts.
She was turtling.
She was turtling. I'd be turtling.
I'd be turtling.
I think,
You be turtling?
yeah, bro. I'd be turtling.
Happens the best of us.
I think that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is all I have also got.
It's a good movie. I need to watch the second volume.
Great movie.
I don't know if we're going to end up doing the second one just because of dryness purposes, we probably will. Maybe.
I think that's.
I would
think
like
it's
to
way
pick a different movie for my pick, so it would have to be you next week, or it'd have to be in like a month or two. But so we'll figure it out. We might not. Who's to say?
Who's to say? Who's to say?
Mike's picking the next one.
Yeah, I guess it's my turn. All right, my movie is a very different tone from Kill Bill. Very different. In honor of the baseball season starting up, it's going to be a week late. But every year on opening day, I watch The Sandlot.
Yes.
So this week, we're watching The Sandlot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great movie.
I'm glad you chose that one.
Movie's sick. Benny the Jet.
The GOAT.
Rodriguez.
Legend.
But I think that's us for this week. Movie right there. And that's us for this week.
Please,
Very political, according to some people in our
yes,
comments.
please, before we do it, like, please allow us to, or please let us know the political undertones of the movie The Sandlot, you know, so we can be well aware of what to talk about before the movie.
Gotta know.
Because we can't try to be in the middle again, because people cut our fucking penises off for trying to be in the middle. That's what we tried to avoid by saying we're not political. That's what we tried to avoid, and we didn't avoid.
I like my wiener.
Picking a stance is better than trying to stay in the middle. But now we know. We
don't want to be stupid, like, you know, the dull tools in the shed, you know.
Oh God. But anywho, that's us for this week. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed. I don't know, shout out the normal people that we always shout out, and see you next week. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah. Look, got a couple goons in the back, and they all got a little heat sensitive smoke. They don't even gotta move from the back. You don't gotta look for the game. If you see me, always been the cool where I'm at. Okay. Shawty said she tryna take a Nate, don't break when it's dropped. She about to relapse. I'm in the field.